Brian and Kelsey, we come together to witness this special moment because while you may have fallen in love by chance, you are here today because you're making a choice. You are both choosing each other, and you're about to make some promises to each other in front of all of us that you intend to keep. We're all here to help, hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story together. Brian, I've watched you grow from a little round-headed boy with a buzz cut who is constantly looking for his dad to the intelligent and accomplished and square-jawed fellow you are today. Kelsey, I knew immediately after you guys started dating that Brian was going to try and marry you one day. I knew this because he stopped calling my wife and texting her all the time for advice and therapy. I knew you'd probably say yes the first time that you came to visit, and you didn't bat an eye at all of his lunatic friends. You just jumped right in and went along for the ride.
I have always known how lucky I am to get to call Kelsey one of my best friends. And she has the biggest heart and is always putting everyone else first. And it's one of the best things I know about her. And and I always know that no matter how long it's been between the times that we've talked, because we've gone a long time without talking just with our busy schedules, I know that when we get back together, we just pick right back up where we've been.
Now, a little bit about Brian and I's relationship. We first met back in the 80s. Since then, we've spent a lot of time participating in Boy Scouts, like you heard Brian talk about earlier tonight, working on cars, and now as we've turned into adults growing our careers as consulting engineers, we kind of went along similar career paths. We have a number of our friends here from our time in Scouts. I think moving this large of a group of us might have required a travel advisory. It's probably fine. I'm sure the paperwork's in the mail.
Brian, whew. I feel so lucky to know that at the end of today and all of this, I get to call you my husband. Each day since I met you has been a confirmation that you are the man that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Started with some impressive swing dance moves and your willingness to fake your love for Emo's Pizza, but has continued to grow as I discover the depth behind how much you care for the people you love and your commitment to our relationship even when life gets really busy.
Kelsey, over the last 4 years, I've watched you dedicate countless unpaid hours, pull many all-nighters finishing IEPs, and spend way too much of your teacher salary, all for the benefits of your students, solely because it was needed for them to succeed. Witnessing these countless acts of selfless devotion has made me fall even more in love with you. They stand as proof that you'll be a devoted partner through this thing called life. And as you know, Scouting has been a big part of my life, and I credit the scouting program for crafting me into the man that stands before you today.
Encouragement, the person I want to share my biggest moments with, and the perfect amount of humor, even when I don't want to frickin' smile. I promise to never take your kind heart for granted, and to always appreciate your desire to help everyone around you. I promise to always close the kitchen cabinets behind you when you seem to leave them open. And I promise that I will try to push the toothpaste up from the bottom.
I'll be your best friend through the good times and the bad. I'll be a courteous and kind husband to you. I promise to be obedient to your needs and always be cheerful. I'll be thrifty with our resources and be brave in any dangers we face. I'll try to keep our house clean and treat you with reverence. And lastly, I promise to love you today, tomorrow, and forever.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Kiss your groom. It is now my honor to present to you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Brian Kelsey.
And for those of you who know Kelsey really well, you know that when she gets an idea, there is no changing it. And she has this plan, and there is nothing that is going to stop her from making it happen. And so I knew that whoever Kelsey was going to marry was going to have to be somebody that was very patient to put up with Kelsey and all of those crazy wild ideas and the late nights making things for her students and all of that. And so I knew that when she met Brian, it was going to be perfect. With those two dimples, cooking skills, and his patient, genuine personality, I knew Kelsey had found her person who she was meant to spend the rest of her life with.
So we have a lot of people here tonight that are Brian and Kelsey's family and friends from different stages in their lives, both before and after they met. And so I want to thank you all again for coming tonight and in celebrating this event with Brian and Kelsey. So please raise your glasses and cheers to the bride and groom.